what game OST do we pick today?
What do we pick?
Hello Sultan, hello Luigi.
Hi Sultan, hi Luigi.
Here we go.
What do you have?
Now we've got nothing.
I will find a playlist for you.
Alright. Hello Pat Kangi. Still gonna make the flower so that if you jump here, this doesn't happen. Because I've seen a lot of people just jump there and it ruins it. But I don't know a good solution to it. It seems like such a simple problem, but I don't know what to do.
Here we go. I will send this on Discord.
Oh god, what is it?
There you go.
Alright, decent Nintendo music.
Decent. It's not good. It's just decent. Hi, Pat.
He didn't say hi to you, he said hi to me.
I didn't say hi.
But he didn't say hi to you. He meant
So?
me. Only me.
Only you? You're the only one in stream right now. How sad. What am I then, a ghost?
Yes.
Ooh, I'm a ghost. I come to haunt your apartment.
I'm glad you agree it's my apartment.
Whose name is on the lease? I wonder.
Now you can say hi.
Hello, Pat Kenny.
Who would have thought you could have climbed the slide like this?
This is how you cheat the game?
It's not a very good cheat.
No. Yo, Holly.
Hello, Ollie. They were sliding up. That's what he was struggling with.
Hi, Zero. Hi, Cheezer. Okay, you know what? I'm actually kind of seeing where that comment is coming from. Maybe some of the mushrooms should be a few different colors. Like, the reds are nice, but maybe those mushrooms can be a little different.
I think that would ruin it if they had different colors.
I don't think so.
Oh, you mean these ones here?
Yes.
I thought you meant the ones over there.
No, the reds are fine.
Yeah, these could be a different color.
Yeah.
I'm thinking maybe green.
Yeah, green can work.
Hello, Luigi. It's going pretty well.
Poop mushrooms, exactly. I'm his wife. Hello, Fire Luigi. I'm in stream from time to time. But usually I'm at work. Today I have the day off.
She's my sister-in-law.
I'm not your sister-in-law.
You're the sister of my brother-in-law.
That doesn't make me your sister-in-law. Thank you, Sour. Hello.
Hello. I don't know if I like yellow. Looks kinda bad. I'll try red.
Kaze's Yoshi is his wife Birdo. Do I look like a Birdo to you?
Birdo's kinda nasty.
I don't think so.
I don't think I
I'm
wanna
just
be with a
another
Birdo.
Yoshi. Oh yeah, that's better. That's a lot better. Although I think that YouTube comment was specifically talking about the leaves.
I really don't care about the YouTube comments. I just want to make it good.
Yes. I will say, like, the mushrooms there are perfect now. So.
Yeah, I think the mushrooms are really good.
Mm-hmm.
It is red orange-ish. What do you mean either red or orange? It is already that. This is only a red coin star and a star at the top with a squirrel. There's 3 trees in this level, so 2 stars per tree. I'm not putting the Canadian flag in the level. Okay, so we wanna add more critters to this. We wanna make the whole thing more alive. I'm thinking we want leaf piles with coins in them. People have been talking about that ever since I started the level. We just need a good way of making those leaf piles work, so that you can actually get the coins. Maybe you just walk into them and the leaf piles just like blow away. But that would look weird if you walked into them at slow speeds, right? Drink Maggie is gone. We now have drink cum shake, which is quark with milk.
That sounds nasty.
You better enjoy it.
I'm not enjoying it.
I'll give you a sip of it.
I refuse to do it. Someone redeems that. I'm not doing it. You can torture yourself all you want.
But it's good protein.
It tastes like dog ass. Oat milk is better.
Oat milk?
Yes, oat
Milk is... Oat is not even a mammal.
They still made oat milk. They made almond milk too.
Alright, so if we have a leaf pile here, maybe the more you walk into it, the more it's just gonna dissipate and there's just a blue coin underneath. So if you go into it fast, a lot of it just shrinks away. That could work. Although I'm not convinced by that. Actually, that could be cool. Let's do it. Let's try it. The more you walk in, it's like the hearts, but instead of spinning, it just disappears and shrinks down. Case may have the wrong smiley face. No smiley face. Bonjour, tout le monde.
Bonsoir, Biobec.
Did I do it right?
I didn't hear you.
Well,
Oh.
I'm just gonna assume I did it perfectly.
Nice little leaf pile.
Mm-hmm. Bonsoir, tout le monde. Make it be like the leaf piles on Mario Kart Wii. Wait, how do they work?
I think when you run through them, they just... burst.
What happens if you go through them slowly? That's my worry here.
Maybe a few leaves pop out. They just poof.
See, the issue is, in Mario Kart Wii, you're probably always very fast when you go through them. Here you might be slow, so this doesn't work the same way. I'm gonna make them poof the more speed you have when you go into them. So if you walk into them slowly, they're gonna poof a little bit. And if you keep walking into them fast, they poof a lot. No, I'm imagining this. Let's say you walk very slowly on this, the leaf pile is gonna do this. Right, with some splashes around. And if you go slowly, go quickly, it's just gonna shoo, and then the blue coin spurts out. I think that's the best way to do this. Yeah, and the ground pound can make it disappear instantly. I think that is a perfect solution. It's kind of like the recovery hearts, but instead of spinning it just disappears. That's my idea here. Can you fix Mario's sneaking animation? What's wrong with it? I do have leaf noises, surely. Like, I have step noises, but I actually don't have any crunchy noises, so... The torso moves way too fast when you're sneaking. Let's see a sneaking animation. That looks a bit goofy, yes. But I don't think I can make a much better animation, if at all.
Zangna, when was the last time you had murderous thoughts?
Yesterday. I'm answering for her. That was not an answer for me.
Well,
yeah, Mario's a new model.
When was the last time I had murderous thoughts?
Yesterday.
Yesterday? What do you mean yesterday?
I bet you at least gave me one death threat yesterday.
Did I give it? No? Maybe when we were playing Legends Arceus last night, I was murderous thoughts about Pokemon. Because that Hippowdon just kind of chased us during a cutscene. And I'm just sitting here like, I will come fight you later, but I do not want to get pummeled today.
We did almost get cutscene killed.
Yes.
What the fuck, Skyloft?
I Skyloft? What the fuck is that? I just got an ad of a girl covering herself with turd. Would I be mad if I filled an empty space in my freezer with ravioli cans? I mean, I'd be pretty inconvenienced. Our freezer's very small. And how many ravioli cans are we talking? Because I will eat the cans of ravioli.
nasty.
You don't like pasta.
That's why I'm calling it nasty.
You know at work we have a pasta made out of quinoa? It's actually pretty tasty.
It's fucked up.
How's it fucked up?
It's pasta made out of quinoa.
Yeah.
How's that not fucked up? How you like my leaf, pal?
Enough to fill the entire freezer, and why would I eat the cans? I'm not eating the cans, I'm eating what's inside the cans.
Can I please put your Yoshi hat on the hat life? I could, but I'm not gonna. Looks like leaves on a metal dome.
Those look like Animal Crossing leaves.
I'm trying to figure out what's wrong with this, according to Bioback.
There's also my leaf texture. I think you have it.
Is this what you want? Texture is weird. Which one was yours?
Which one was mine?
Yeah. Better, thank you for the donation.
Oh.
What you got for us? Erica!
Man,
And you don't get to hear it.
I don't get to hear it. Oh, I will open a new tab just for Erica.
I'm gonna enjoy it even more knowing you can't hear it. Erica! I can't find yours.
Okay, I'll just send it to you. I know where it is.
Erica. Alright, I'll check your thing out in a second. Oh. I see.
There's a full one and a 64 one, but you might have to redo the 64 one.
Ah, that's not gonna work.
No?
No, it doesn't have enough contrast. But what Bioback just showed me made me change my mind on how I want this to look anyway.
Okay. Ah!
I sure hope Erica's not copyrighted. Erica. He seems to like it. That's good.
Mm-hmm. Ooh.
We go with this?
Mm-hmm. That's a nice leaf pile. I like it.
I'm doing part-time job because why not? I have to 18 hours within 3 days of work each week, so in theory I'd have at least like 6 hours each day. I'm seeing it often I can leave earlier because I finish 18 hours. Did coworkers shit on you? Uh-huh. Ready to up one by one. Oh, ooh. Classic case twist. Shade the edges of the top part darker. Oh yeah, have them have a bit of contrast between the two. Wouldn't you want the bottom part to be darker though? Rather than the top part? Like so maybe?
Hi, Clayman.
Alright, I think we go with this. That's gonna make the line, we just made them, pretty much. So I think I need it to look like this, which means part of it will be cut off below, so that the scaling looks fine animation-wise. Any plans if a Goomba would ever jump out of the leaf pile sometimes? No, I think that's troll design. Oh, by the way, I set up my compiler flex now, my warning flex actually, in a way that I don't get a warning at all unless something could maybe be optimized. So all these warnings are actually kind of useful. I'm gonna go through all of them, and I'm gonna make it so that we have no more warnings. So this way maybe we can get even more performance out of the game. Wigglers would be cool.
Like baby wigglers.
The warnings don't add any compile time sour. Dark cartoon outlines actually double the performance requirements on the RSP. But there's actually a chance I will add cartoon outlines to some levels. Just like as a side area somewhere. Like one cartoon level. I think that would be cool. How about you optimize some bitches? Can I optimize you?
Do I need to be optimized?
What can we optimize with you? I'm not even sure.
Uh-huh.
Mario Bros. DS Wiggler model?
Oh my god.
That's a bunch of billboards.
He has long legs. Reuse the Wiggler dialogue from Madness? I don't think we want that, do we?
I don't want to get cancelled yet.
You don't want to get cancelled yet?
Yeah, maybe later.
Someone already tried and then they failed. Badly, might I add.
I mean, Scallox also tried.
When did he try to do that?
2018.
Well, what? How bad could he have tried to cancel you?
Well, he made a zip file with a bunch of out of context screenshots to try and make me look bad.
So he did the same thing that the guy on Reddit tried to do.
Well, Skellux went way further than that.
My name is Skellux, and I don't like it when people do my thing, but better.
Pretty much.
He sounds like a very funny man.
Okay, on
Good
Reddit.
morning, Betha.
Yeah, there was a guy on Reddit that, you know, my optimizations were posted on Reddit, and there was a guy going, oh, beware, cases an extreme homophobe, racist, transphobe.
It's funny because he's married to someone who is like 3/4 Lebanese, claiming racism.
I'm sure Kansas attitude drives Skellux to the breaking point. He was being a complete dipshit. Of course I'm gonna call him out if he's lying. What kind of attitude do you expect at that point?
People lying on the internet? What? Since when?
I mean, he was lying in a way to make himself look better than me. Like, obviously I called that out.
I mean, what has he done in the last 10 years?
Taking drugs.
Okay.
You're Lebanese? What? I thought you were straight. This is very well made. Oh yeah, the 64DS one already looks a lot better.
He's just unhappy.
What the hell is with those spots and the backface culling? That looks so weird. You can just see that they're hovering.
You're welcome for the good morbings, Betha. You know what, I'm gonna take a break from what I'm doing and I'm gonna work on another fun thing. Time to open up Blender again.
What you making?
I'm gonna try and attempt to do the Yoshi Elder.
Ah.
He's been sitting on the back burner for a while.
Right, we still have some parts on the first overworld we didn't finish yet. Where the squiggles, they would be perfect for the store. What the hell is this?
What is that? Why can I not see his rotated body? I mean, the model looks pretty cute.
You can make wigglers if you need them. If you wanna. Although that's a really difficult task. Making wigglers look right is... I mean, if you wanted, I would very much appreciate it.
I just need to find the folder where I put Yoshi Elder.
Yeah, we don't want Hunter Hunter open right now. We also don't want my workout document open. The fuck? I am not prepared for the stream. Okay, now we have to make it scale down, and if the scale is too low, it's supposed to just poof away and spawn some blue coin. Or maybe 3 normal coins. What a banger. So maybe 10 frames at full speed should destroy it. What? I don't know if this looks good. I feel like it should scale on all axes instead of just one. Maybe that will look better. Obviously, we're still missing particles. Then how do you want it to look, Zara? Of course it will emit particles! Also doesn't look good. I mean, its volume already increases by x to cubed. But it doesn't look good. What's the goal? The goal is to make it disappear when you walk into it. If you have a different suggestion, you can tell me. Even why does it just vanish? Is it supposed to not vanish? What is it supposed to do then? Just be static? Should increase one tiny bit very fast and poof right after. Ah, so like, poof, okay. Then maybe the initial one should be smaller. That could work, but wouldn't that look really weird if you walked into it slowly? Maybe scale Z faster than X and Y. I think scaling's just not gonna look good. Because you can see that the leaves are scaling. My issue is that if you walk into it slowly, it's gonna look weird if it just poofs. Could be based off your speed? What's based off your speed? Just assume that nobody walks into it slowly. Honestly, it could look fine if we walk into it slowly, if we make the whole thing smaller. It should just kick a little and not poof. Oh, I like that actually. Let's try to make it smaller then. Probably has to be around this scale, if we go with that idea. It shouldn't need a collision at that point then. Yeah, I'll make it so if you go slow, it won't be destroyed, and if you go fast, it will be destroyed. It's hard to get good footage. That looks completely awful. What the hell? No.
He refuses.
Let's see how this looks. You'll be able to ground pound it. So now when you walk slowly, it should just kind of... Maybe you have to go very slow. I'm not sure how exactly I balanced this. It needs to be plus. We'll add particles to it obviously when it disappears. It's way too small. I kinda like that. Where it just wobbles if you go into it slowly, but if you go into it fast, it will just disappear. And then we need to add particles to it. Bioback wants it bigger. Maybe we can do this. Should I wobble on the 2 axes from the bottom then? Not on Z? Not on X. You can try it. Like maybe a bit of side-to-side wobbling in the direction you're walking to. We can rotate it, that's the best we can do. I think it's just Chris Fires are disappearing. It's not gonna disappear, oh my god, can you guys listen for 1 second? I'm adding particle effects. How many times do I have to say this?
Case gets mad at chat. Case, do the thing! Do the thing, Case, do the thing!
No, I don't think it's gonna look any better if we make it much bigger. Can the particles stay on the floor afterwards? No. We'd have to program a lot for that. Like, we have to program a new system for that. Oh, actually, we could make a model with just exploded leaves. To make it wobble, you're already slowly moving through it. Make it move a tiny bit and regressing Zelda. Oh, like moving it up and down? Yeah, moving it up and down instead of scaling it would look much better. That also looks a bit weird. I think I'm gonna go with the move up and down idea. That's better. It looks good in Zelda after all. You know, I have no issue with Fortnite. I think Fortnite is a very creative game. I'm just too bad at the game to enjoy it. And all my friends were so bad at the game that I didn't enjoy it either. Actually, I would have enjoyed it playing it with friends. But all my friends were so bad at the game that they just gave up. It was kind of embarrassing. Whoops. It shouldn't be able to explode now. But wait a second. I didn't actually look at the particles. Yeah, they don't look good yet. I like MMOs, but only if you completely no-life them. That is way too slow. PUBG is more fucking people up. I've only watched people play it and it looked like most of it is just walking around and then getting randomly headshot from 15,000 miles away. It's also way too slow. Okay, bad idea. This is not bad, but I don't quite like it. We should make a more harsh distinction. Donation time?
Donation?
Beta again.
Man.
I belong in the sewer? What? Was moving done better than scaling on tracks from the bottom of the pile? Doesn't it just make more sense? We shouldn't add anything here. That's what's throwing it off so much. What? God damn it, Struggle. I think scaling on Z from the bottom would look more natural and feels they're glued together right now. Fine. We'll try scaling on Z again. Am I being gaslit? Possibly. This is peer pressure, not gaslighting.
Do you have an oven that I can put a hamburger inside of?
Yes, I do. We would never gaslight you. Gaslighting, honey, there you go, making up words again. Unbelievable. That was on purpose. That was also on purpose. Same with that one. Gaslighting is like you never did that. What are you talking about? That never happened. That's not what gaslighting is. You're lying. That never happened. Who would do such a thing? Oh yeah, that actually looks way better.
Pretty nice. It'll poof.
What did I tell you? He gaslit me into liking this.
Aww.
It's pronounced gaslighting like the G from giraffe. Jazzlighting like GIF. Yeah, that sucks, Struggle.
By struggle.
By struggle.
I need a sweater. It's cold. Can we close the window?
I didn't even realize it's open. I'm so warm.
You're so warm?
Yes.
Huh. I'm so cold.
I'm pure energy.
Huh?
I'm pure energy.
You're pure energy. pure muscle, radiating energy and heat. Really put a sweater on.
Was there something else I wanted to add to this, or was this it? I don't remember. We just put a bunch around. I feel like I'm missing something, but I don't know what it is. Must have been not important if I forgot. Oh, the color of the leaves. That's it. We have to make new leaf particles. These ones have the wrong color. Baby. Like sticks flying subtly. Yeah, that would be cool.
I have found a sweater.
Nice.
What?
In sweater and underpants.
They're shorts.
They're shorts. I see.
What's wrong with wearing shorts? Well, it's not winter and cold.
We need some wigglers, wink wink. I'm definitely up for wigglers. You're making them right now? Oh no, it's the dry bones guy again. Farbtonsättigung. How about this? Nice autumn leaf. Did I spell it wrong or something? I don't think I did. I did not. That should do it. Stella should have wet bones. Finally, someone said it. Stella should have dinosaurs with big muscle. Oh, no. Currently working on the bird's claws. Nice. Okay, so if the tree has maple leaves falling down, does this mean the leaf piles can be interacted with from a different level? Huh. There was just nothing here. I love my leaf particles. Where did my leaf particles go? The fuck? This is extremely weird. Let's check if the other one still works, just to make sure. No, I must have messed up the geolayout somehow. Oh. I forgot this. Should we move left to the right? I also shared something together. To show what I mean. Okay, I'll look at it in a second. Where the fuck did my leaves go? It's probably this. Geolayouts are pretty messed up. Yep, I'll look at it in a second, Sarah. Hey, what happened to the edges? The edges of that leaf is just nasty. I don't like the texture. Probably because of... oh god. This is why. No, it should be fine. Alright, let's look at the rust thing real quick. What? Oh, untitled one.blend, not untitled.blend. Yeah, that looks good, but this isn't possible. I'm not sure how you animated this. I think you animated the vertices. Right? What's actually animated here? Shakies. Why does the bottom not move? I'm not sure how you suppose me to do this. The only way I can do this is by importing 25 separate models. And I'm not doing that. That looks good now. Maybe the scaling is a bit too big. Actually looks pretty good. I mean, if there was an easy way to do this, Sarah, I would try it. But I can only do it by importing 25 models. Or however many we want the animation to be long. Hello, Leela. It's okay. You're forgiven just today.
Hello, Leela.
You will not get a tally, but next
Hi.
time you will.
How's it going, Leela?
I kind of want to make the particles bigger, the leaf particles. Let's make them bigger. I'm Inky, I like Tvive, and I'm so impressed by Case and his pure skills when it comes to coding. Nice. Hello, Inky.
Hello. Also,
I can make it move left and right, but I can't move individual vertices. And the way you have it, I would have to move the bottom too. And that would look really weird and static.
I sent you a thing.
She sent me the old Yoshi.
Oh, so far. I still have to make a texture for his coat.
It's very hard to decode what's going on here.
Well, I gave him a beard and eyebrows.
Yeah.
But
see,
if
I
the
can't
models-
see where the beard ends and his body starts.
That's because of just
yeah,
the
it
way-
looks a lot better on your screen.
The way he's modeled is kind of hard to work with.
Yeah.
I'm trying here.
You don't have my original. Oh, wait, that
I
is
do
my
have
Yoshi.
the original. That's where it came from.
Wait, that's the original?
Yes,
I thought that's my Yoshi.
that is your Yoshi.
Okay, so it's not the original.
I'm saying I have the original file somewhere else.
Eh.
I have a backup just in case.
I can, Sora, but that would be a lot more expensive. Yeah, I prefer them at 4 times the size, I think. By the way, examinations, I'm gonna get top of the leaf stuff, wobble left and right too. Going down and up, just do the same again what you did, but left and right too. So you want it to be on all axes instead of just up and down? I mean, maybe it is a bad argument, but I feel like there's a reason they did it the way they did in Fortnite. And I mean, we did try to move it on all axes and it looked weird. So I think not scaling on all axes is actually the proper way to do it. I want to keep it this way. We already tried the other axis. I think in Zelda they only moved the UVs because they had 2D sheets. Right, so it was easier to do.
Did I change my mind about the leaf again? About the falling leaves? I mean, the leaf you sent was nice, Leela, but there's not enough depth to it, and it looks a little too clip art. Like, these ones kind of fit
think I read
in
it
more with the
once.
hand-painted style of the level.
Should be half second before the poof. So half second of just scaling up and then poof. We can try it. Let's try it.
Can you make random sizes with those? I don't know, is it possible to have the leaves at random sizes?
If I scale the texture a bit smaller, it should be possible. But I don't think I want to. I mean, it would also be more math that it has to be done. Half second of nothing and then poof. No, I will add a bit of scaling to this as well. That's 10 frames. There's a 10 frame delay. Wait, that's not a 10 frame delay. No, it's a 10 frame delay. Right, there's all one flat colors. There's one with painted ones. Wait. Okay, wait, not looking at what you did. Let me try. Okay, I prefer the left one. Okay, the left one is the new one. That's good. I prefer the good new one. I think 10 frames is too long. It looks weird. Should be like 5 maybe. Wait, you said half second, that's 15 frames, and I put it to 10 frames. Most of this is custom code, please. Pretty much everything that's used is custom. Because the original code is just too bad. It was a figure of speech. Half second is a figure of speech, I see. Do you live in Europe? Not anymore. I moved to Canada half a year ago. Roughly half a year. It's been like 5 months now. Half a year was a figure of speech.
You came here in November?
Yeah.
Holy shit, it's
November
been that
21st.
Long? Time flies, doesn't it?
I just need my PR card in the next month or they'll kick me out.
It does kind of feel like yesterday he was still in Germany.
But then you get the unsatisfying feeling of missing the blue coin biobacker. No, I think that's gonna make the slide janky. Alright, the leaf pads add a lot to this. What next? Wiggless snakes. All pretty cool. Wiggless snakes?
Wiggler snakes?
Make them empty just for fun? Nah. Looks like a tree that's floating on top of the clouds. I mean, we could solve this by other branches coming through here. Pete's Fury is finished and released 3 months ago. So no, this is not for Pete's Fury. New Super Mario Bros. Scuttlebug. This is disgusting, I don't want this. I don't want to make the leaves smaller, because the physics are actually bound to the leaves. And I made them so big that the physics would run the fastest. And the next fastest one would be a quarter the size. I did a lot of math tricks with the leaves so that they can actually render fast. Pokemon Sun was fun. No boss, no. Actually, yes, kind of a boss. Kinda, not really. Kinda. Course 9 really needs a boss, because 6 didn't have one, 7 didn't have one, and 8 didn't have one. Course 1 has a boss. Course 3 has a boss. Course 5 kind of has like a small boss. Probably Course 9 and 10 should have a boss. Let me check my course notes to see what's next. Right. Kind of slides. Actually, I can stay here. And we don't have any hanging vines, actually. Could have added those. windy places with leaves blowing may be useful to stand on the leaves. So kind of like a leaf elevator. That's the idea. No, we want to add wind effects to this. So we could totally add like a wind thing with a leaf on top that goes up and down, and then you stand on it. But I don't know if random wind would look good. There's 15 main courses, 30 levels in total. Holly asked for a meme review. Did she pay? She did not. How did you use to plan out your courses? Pretty much like this. I'm inclined to call this area done, but I feel like it's missing small animals. Do you use the coin birds? No, we're gonna have bigger birds than that, so using the coin birds would be weird. I mean, it does feel more alive already. With the leaves falling and the leaf things. It's definitely missing. Oh wait, we didn't add any piranhas yet. We're supposed to add piranhas growing everywhere. Out of the normal wood parts. Okay, let's think about the enemies. Dana has sent me a lot of them already. Well, you have to think about it. 15 main levels, 3 overworlds, 6 cap stages, that's 9, 3 Boza levels, that's 12. So that's 27 levels. And then the last 3, they are Boza fight arenas in original. So I guess just 27 levels. Why is the mailbox randomly floating? It's a placeholder. It will be a bird. Hello Leon, welcome to the stream. So this is the piranha plant she made. Mm-hmm. This doesn't actually need a texture. Can be a shaded solid. It's just lighting turned on. And this can be the same material as that.
Yo, Zeth, how's it going?
Hello, Zeth. I don't know why one of them disappears when I do that. Ah, this is the mirror thing again. I need to load this without UI. You think the T should be slightly yellowed? I can do that easily. Man, this feels like the most traditional platformer level we have so far. You probably want a few moving enemies too, so Weakless would be perfect for that. Will there be a big piranha plant boss? Nope. Although there will be a big piranha plant that you kind of fight off, but that's not really a boss fight. It's more like a little puzzle thing. So I'm not sure about this part. Let me check how piranha plants usually look like. Yeah, I feel like the mouth here should be like we'll just take the one triangle. Two triangles actually. Right, that adds enough to the visuals to be worth it. Slightly yellow, Dana asked. Is that to your liking? I hope it is. We're gonna fix the UV mapping here a little bit. Ah, I see. I think I want to use a higher res leaf than this. Oh. Okay, this is weird. I definitely want to use a different texture than this. You probably got this from Toadstool. Make the top edge yellow only? Okay, wait, let me look into it. First I gotta pick a proper leaf though. Yeah, Toadstool rips them like that, and it's always atrocious. I think I've got a proper leaf here.
It's still cold. Can you close the door now?
You could have closed it all along.
You said you were warm.
I'm always warm.
Hey. Okay, I'm gonna close the door. I'm cold. Oh, you're giving them autumn leaves.
I was just thinking, like I randomly got this idea. Maybe this should be autumn themed as well. Like an autumn piranha plant. Let's make it autumn. Fuck it.
I like this idea.
Then we can also justify them acting a bit differently.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I did turn the oven off.
Right, if we make autumn piranha plants, we can say like, oh, they're autumn ones. They snap after you, they jump or something. We can make up whatever bullshit we want.
Mm-hmm.
And no one's gonna be like, what? Piranha plants don't do this.
They're autumn piranha plants. They do whatever they want.
Exactly.
Maybe they spit nuts at you.
So Biobag said make the top part yellow only. Let's check that out. Yeah, that could look good. They kind of look like they were like heavy smokers before.
Heavy
And their teeth
smokers.
just turned yellow from smoking.
Maybe you can make them, instead of just red, you could have them in different colors too.
We could. But I'm not sure what that would be.
Mm. Case, can you fix this? Can you fix everything wrong with all the video games?
Case, can you fix every N64 game ever to have it run at full FPS? I got so many comments like that.
Can you fix the PC port? Is this running on PC port?
Did so many people were saying, oh, port these back so that PC port runs full FPS on my machine? It's like, that's not how it works. These are hyper-specific N64 optimizations. Why would they affect the PC port?
Actually, a yellow piranha plant could be kind of cool.
Seems a bit monocolor then.
Actually, the stem's already yellow. You could have it like a faded green too.
The top part? I don't know if I like that.
I want the whole color of the piranha plant. Just have them all a faded green.
Okay, there's some unnecessary polygons here that I can easily remove. Wait, what do you mean? Which part is faded green? The stem?
What?
Which
no,
part
the
do
red
you...
part. The red part.
Yeah.
If it works.
Not sure. Can you make my parents' marriage run at 60 FPS again? No.
Super Marijo 64.
Can you please make a hack that looks exactly like Nanosecond that's consequences for nerds? No. Yellow plants, you guys say. It'd be very easy to make this yellow.
Case, can you make a hack out of my idea, but I won't pay you? Can you do it all for free? Because you're a nice person?
There was one guy that was offering me his old Game Boy with games before. That's my favorite.
His old Game Boy and his games.
He wanted a ROM hack where you save his girlfriend and the ROM hack would start in his room. That man's a legend.
I'd almost want to make it for just how silly it is. But I'm not gonna put that much effort into something if I'm not getting paid for it.
Oh, you are getting paid for it.
Paid with games and a Game Boy?
Yeah.
Actually, depending on the games, I could make more money off of that. There was a Facebook ad that came up yesterday that was selling a copy of Mario 64 for $1. Not worth, and the description was, Not working, make me an offer, pick up only.
Well, he wouldn't have sold it for $1.
No.
These dipshits always think they get so much for them stupid old games.
No man, half of the price is just for the box. If it's complete in box.
I don't need these either.
No way, $1? Yeah, just a single dollar. But I don't trust that guy. I think he also said in the description might be good for anyone who can fix it. You should have fixed it before you sold it!
See, I say you message him, you pretend you're interested, you find out his address, you go to his house, and you shit in front of his door.
Man. He can't make Szechuan sauce taste better. That's my job.
Oh, I see, that looks weird. I think I should remove the whole backface culling thing here. It's not worth it. Yes, it reduces the polygon count, but effectively it makes the RDP or RSP run longer, because it can't fraud the backfaces as quickly. So that's not something you could have known.
Hey, there are too many polygons in my room and it's causing lag. Please optimize my room for me. Unhappy face.
My mom used to say that to me when I was a little kid.
Optimize your room, it causes lag.
She'd always come in, oh my god, there's so many polygons in here, clean your room. You can barely run.
Your room was also like a tiny shoebox.
All my rooms I ever lived in were really small. I never lived in a big house, ever.
I guess it makes a difference here, living in Canada. Or, like, when we buy a house, it's probably going to be bigger than your parents' house right now.
Could be.
If we find one, that is.
Buying a house is not easy.
No, it's kind of not possible right now.
A Wiggler Comedy Club? Nope. We already have a comedy club, which is Bowser's Magic Show. If anything, there's gonna be a comedy club in the third overworld. Let's see, we need some sort of mouth thing here. Something that looks like a fake tongue. Or I could just vertex color it. Honestly, I might just vertex color it. How does it look like in Mario 64? It's just red in Mario 64. There, what do you think?
Ooh,
My autumn piranha plant.
that is a nice piranha plant. I like it. I like it a lot.
I think the leaves could be a bit better positioned. Together with Dana, we made a nice piranha plant. Yeah, I think the leaves are usually around here.
Sex plant right here.
Purple hat. There's gonna be poisonous ones with purple hats, so I don't want to give this one a purple hat. At least that's the plan. The thing is, now we have a cool piranha plant, but what's it gonna do? Shoot balls like in Yoshi's Island. Spike pots. Shoot fire.
You can have him shoot fire. Or spit little spike nuts at you.
What if next to the piranha plant there's like a pile of acorns, and it bites into it, grabs an acorn in its mouth, and throws it at you?
There you go.
That could work.
Spit Deku nuts.
I mean, just think about how this would look like in gameplay. Actually, I'm not sure if I like the acorn pile, because I don't think I can make it look good of it picking up an acorn. Because it would look weird, then pick something up and nothing disappears. I could do that, Sour. That is not wrong. But I don't think I want to. The sticky bugs? I have no idea what you're talking about.
Oh, I know what she's talking about. That's in a Wind Waker, I think.
What?
Where you have like these sticky things that attach to you, and then you go slower. The more you have stuck to you.
Ah.
Piranha plant could spit toads at you.
And the problem is all of this is it's wooded. I don't even know where to place those. There could be one over here. Ollie was talking about real life, Zena thinks he's talking about Wind Waker. Okay, so I think we are pretty clear on the idea that they want to shoot something at you, because they're stationary and that's the only way they're actually going to be a threat. We have the option of them shooting acorns at you, or them shooting spike balls at you. If they shoot acorns or spike balls at you, where do they come from? Do we just make an animation of it like looking at you? It goes back. The acorn appears out of nowhere, like it bobs it up almost. Like it just scales up, and then it throws it at you. It's a placeholder, Solar. The acorns were models in a pile. You could let the player kick them out of the way so the piranha can't shoot them anymore. Well, then the piranhas only have one shot or so, and that also kind of ruins it. And kicking them away would be harder than killing the piranha. It's a bit unnecessary. She just reaches and grabs it. It would have to scale up a lot for that. I need a quick shake and toilet break. You go entertain the chat.
What? I have to entertain them now?
Yes.
Okay. More MS Paint. Let's go. What do we draw today, guys?
Don't draw anything offensive that gets me banned.
I'm not gonna get you banned. What do we draw? What do we draw? Okay, so since we're on the thing of piranha plants, let's... I'm not drawing a cock. Let's see. Let's do paint. Okay, here we go.
Draw a bubble, but give it an eye-gow face.
I have to draw an eye-gow face?
On a bubble.
Oh no.
Don't do it. Don't do it, you're getting banned.
He's gonna add black mag. Oh no. Okay, how do I use this again? Right, we got the pencil tool. Okay, let's see. Music. Let's get music in here. Draw K is like one of my French codes. Okay. So I guess this is a person. No, we're not doing this. We're not doing this. We need Mario Paint music? Yes. Yes, we do. Hang on. I will get this for you guys. Oh, whoop. What? Alright, hold on. Huh. Alright. Can I draw a dinosaur robot, big muscles, fire breathing? Yes. Yes, I can. Yes, I absolutely can. Okay, there we go. There we go. Alright. So, I guess this dinosaur is green. Oh, crap. Okay. There we go. I have just come out of the closet. I am now Kay's Emunar. It's just looking like a really botched Yoshi. I guess robots are gray, so we'll just give him like cyborg cheeks. I can see your shadow right behind you. So he's got a mechanical arm, I guess. Maybe he's got a chainsaw for another arm.
What the fuck are you doing?
I'm drawing a robot dinosaur.
Great.
So
I'll put him on the fridge.
yeah. He's very tall. Forged text documents. Oh, you want text documents? Yes, we can just we'll just give him a big document here. And alright.
Zaina started drawing you like a French girl.
There we go. Text.
Beautiful.
It's beautiful. It's not finished yet. So I guess I need a bigger brush here. So this is all gray. This is all gray. I think he has a tail. We can put chainsaws on that too. Maybe he has laser eyes. Meow. Meow.
Is that gonna be the third overworld boss?
Yes.
I see.
I'm gonna make... These are gonna be some buildings here.
Oh, he's big.
He's giant. He's a giant dinosaur.
Ah, so this boss is a platforming boss.
Yes.
I see.
So he's really big.
Are the chainsaws instant death?
Yes, they're absolutely instant death. Maybe there's some stick people down here. Maybe there's one dipshit here who's just trying to take a picture of it. Actually, it looks like he's just shooting a bow and arrow at it. So he's trying. Maybe we have one dipshit over here who's just caught in the action. And he wants to take a picture. Here's his phone. Here's his big stupid head.
Biomech.
Maybe there's a... Okay. Wait, I'm not done! I'm not done! But I was just getting into the helicopter!
He's done.
Aww.
He's perfect the way he is.
I love how this is what I do every time. He should be on fire! I didn't add the fire!
Alright, back to work it is.
Aw, how sad. I exited the OST, I'm sorry.
That's okay, I have a back button on my mouse.
Okay.
Oh wait, you closed it.
Oops.
Oh well.
Lift your grunt.
I can actually just pick Xena up and throw her into the air like a toy. I can throw her into the ceiling.
Hello, Ice. Yep, so this is, I think we've determined if I'm being stupid, he just picks me up and he's like, are you done? No. Okay, fine, you get thrown on the bed.
I am a chuckster. Okay, so what's your max bench press? Around 315 pounds.
Out the window I go. Hayes is definitely a chuck ya. He chucks you off his chair and throws you out the window. What do you call it benches when you lift the shit up? Wait, what? Because you're on the bench. You press from the bench. That's why. Not convinced. Too bad. This model is kind of high poly. It is 124 triangles. This is almost as much as a Goomba. That is almost as much as a Goomba.
Yes.
Huh. Who would have thought?
When you fight off the big plant, you throw stinky trash into its mouth. And it doesn't like it, and then it withers and fucking dies. $122 triangles. You guys happy yet? I can go lower. 123. 120 actually. You guys want even less? Can you make the big plan? You need practice. I think Dana already made most of the big plant, but I can send it to you if you want to look at it. Can you get vegans to the game? There are bunnies. Bunnies are vegan. Yeah, this is what Dana did.
Ooh, that's cool.
And it's pretty good. It's a very cool design. Even Garisa Crypto. There's actually an ad in the Drug Mario game for Wario's NFTs. So... Alright, let's check if this works. What? Birdo Pornets? No. There's gonna be an ad about Birdo's Jazzercise. But that's it. Flying piranha plants? Kind of a cool idea. Not sure how I can exactly put that into practice. It works, first try. Birdo's got a dick. I don't believe that for a second. I've seen Birdo's 3D model, there was no dick on there. Birdo got undicked by Nintendo. So she transitioned? I have literally never seen that in my entire life, Holly. And I was better off 5 seconds ago when I had not heard of that. Disgusting. I know two guys that are into that, and I am very confused. It's very disgusting. I luckily have ads off everywhere. I wonder what... Okay, let's see if that's true. I have never really been on TikTok. So I wonder what TikTok is suggesting for me. Oh god, this is loud. No! Shut up! As someone who's never used TikTok, what do you see on TikTok? Handball? Police? Police? Guy on the train. That doesn't seem to be too much, actually. No, nothing. It's all just really uninteresting stuff.
Do I have enough? I have enough. I have a meme review. I'm sending it now.
Okay. You have a squirrel model that is ready for skinning. Want it? I'm
My
curious
friend
to see
sent
it.
this to me just now.
Okay, let's see Xena's meme and then... We could pick that up!
You want to get it?
I'll give you 100 cents.
But it's handmade.
Maybe he's paying you $100 to pick it up because he wants to get rid of it.
It's a handmade potato. It's a potato lung.
That is
I
awful.
saved this screenshot and named it Potato of Time. I'll take your entire stock.
Oh my god, she looks so good. Should be smaller,
Ooh.
obviously.
It's pretty nice.
I think this is about the right size. Can you kill them? What do you think? Should we be able to kill them? And if so, how? Deflect the spikes. So you want it so that it shoots something at you and you kick it back and then it dies? Can punch the bike and then come back to it? That's very unintuitive. Okay, let's check Discord. Let's see the squirrel. Oh, G model was from Frogger, but it was too high poly. Wait, this is the OG model? This is already an incredibly low poly squirrel. We want the squirrel to be a big character, like the size of the plant here. So that wouldn't really work, because it's like...
We don't have any squirrels yet, do we?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm on it. This Yoshi old man is kind of frustrating me.
And Dana wants to make it.
Huh?
Dana wants to make it.
Ah, all right. I'll leave them to it.
It will be a massive squirrel. Just like the raccoons are massive. Can you name it Big Fucker? You can name it that, yes. No, I mean, it's a cool model, you know? The problem is just that that's not what we're looking for. Like, if we're looking for random animals that just live in the trees, that would work. But it's a big NPC you talk to and everything. Okay, let's say we have the partner throw spikes at you and you kick the spikes back. Kicking a spike feels very intuitive. It has to be an acorn that throws then. You could totally make them stick out of the side of the tree, like an alternate version that just bites you. Jump on the plant. jumping on the plant is gonna be a bit weird. How about this? When you're far away, it throws those balls at you, and you can't hurt it. And when you're nearby, it's more conservative. It like stays in its range, and all it does is like jump at you and bite you. And its hitbox is always where its head is. Yeah, I'll also make it so you can just kick it in its mouth. Let's do it. Throw acorns when Mario is far away. Try to bite Mario when close. Squish death when jumped on hit. Move. And death by falling backwards when kicked in the teeth. Water Wing? Who's Water Wing? No. Doesn't fit the concept at all. Having something shoot at you when you're far away is horrible in practice. Well, it's not gonna be that far. It's gonna be like, you know, when the piranha is here, it's gonna be able to shoot you here. It's basically the Minion screen. It's just when you're out of bite range. I didn't, Holly. Should only shoot at you when it's on screen. We can do that too. Can only initialize action state when camera is pointed at it. There you go. Are they smoking weed again outside?
Yes.
Can I
yes,
go
they
yell
are.
at them?
Hmm?
Can I go yell at them?
No.
No.
They're allowed to smoke weed, even if it's in.
I'm allowed to yell at people.
Are you?
Yes.
I guess so.
Get the blunt smoking away from my house. Yell at them in German. I can do that. This might actually work out in a way that on Emulate it always shoots at you, but on N64 it doesn't. And this is really the only way to do this. Shooting at you when you can't see it is bullshit. It is, but it's not a big deal with the Piranha Plants. You worry too much about this. The shot basically never hits. It's not a huge danger. I feel I should only on screen. Yeah, that's what this does, but I don't think this works on emulator. I think this only works on N64. I'm not 100% sure. Obviously we can do this with some camera math, but I don't really wanna. Right, because this one is set when the object is in view. And oh, actually, I don't have anything for Emmy specific in here. Okay, so maybe this works on emulator. Nice. What the fuck is a protractor? It protracts. Ah. What's wrong with anti-baby pillow? Do I play guitar? No. I think playing instruments is more like a party trick than something I actually want to do. The only reason to ever learn guitar is to pick up girls. There's no other reason. You play guitar? Does it work? You did it because you enjoy it? Yeah, that too. I just think it's kind of useless. And I don't think I would enjoy it. Yeah, I learned piano. That's the instrument I can play. Okay, we have to make a lot of animations before this works. And I don't really want to do that right now. It's also getting pretty late. I think we're done for the day. Next time, hopefully we can program the Autumn Piranha. And I'll see you next stream. Bye bye.
Bye bye.